when I was in Nigeria, yeah, I was hearing about Ghana. That in Nigeria, Ghana is the best. They have light 24 hours. They don't take light
That's
in
the
Ghana.
story that is sold to
You
every
see?
Nigerian.
Yes.
So, guys, you're welcome back. And without wasting much of your time, we're going to be going straight to the first question. So, I guess you're ready.
Yeah, I'm very ready.
So, the first question is, what is your most surprising cultural difference here in Ghana? Judging from the fact that you are a Nigerian living here in Ghana.
Um, this is a serious question.
Really? What
Yeah,
makes it serious?
yeah. At least I've been to few places though. Yeah, I've been to few places.
In Ghana here.
No, not in Ghana here, in Africa
Okay.
generally.
Okay.
But reaching in Ghana, the one in Ghana, like serious, it really amazed me. But the most surprising one is the funeral.
I thought as much that was going to be.
No, that's the one. That's the one that surprises me. Like,
So, for those of us that do not know, what is the thing about the funeral that surprises you?
yeah, because the first time in my life that I seen that maybe you're a chef and you die on the day of your funeral, they have to bring you on, say to you, put a pot of food, and maybe especially they are baku normally, you're turning baku with your dead body. It's like it's surprising
Yeah,
and it's scary too to me, but I don't know about other people.
it is.
So
It is. It's quite, funny, scary if it's your first time witnessing it. Honestly, the first time I saw
yeah,
one, I was like, "What is it?" I keep saying I was on the way to Bujwasi, and there was this, hold up on the way. Getting to where the hold up started, we saw that there was kind of a funeral taking place. And do you know what exactly I saw?
what did you say?
There was a dead body seated. If you did not look
At the
closely,
first time,
yes, you would
how
have
did it
thought.
like how it felt
No,
at that moment?
when I saw the person, I didn't even know it was a dead body.
Okay,
But upon looking closely, every other person seemed to be moving, and that person was just, motionless. And it was there it occurred to me that that's a corpse.
okay,
Never seen anything like that.
okay,
So
okay.
for a lot of us foreigners, this is one of I think the most significant.
Yeah, it is strange.
It is.
It is strange. It
It
is
is.
strange.
And there's been this picture that has been trending on Facebook. I don't know if you've
Okay.
seen that. It was a
Mm.
coffin made in the form of the genitals of a man.
And we Nigeria we call it bola. I saw it. I saw something like that trending. Yeah, you can see you can see my point where I'm coming from. Yeah, that is just it. And my first time seeing this thing, it was at Volta region.
Volta
They
region,
were part of Ghanaians.
yeah.
Yeah, that Denu. That was when
Okay.
I saw it. Although I was having a friend that invited me for a funeral, I went and I saw a
You
man.
thought it was just
Yeah, in front of
funeral.
in the night. And I've never experienced such kind of thing before. So I saw a man. The man he was sitting down, dressed in a native attire,
Mm-hmm.
and to my greatest surprise, he was even reading Bible.
So in other words, that might have been a pastor.
I don't even really know because that was my first experience. So I even came to sat close to the mountain. Guess what? My friend came to give me food. I was even eating this food.
And it never occurred to you that
That is the same
person
boy because he was putting on eyeglasses, reading the Bible. I was just maybe it's kind of some sort of big man or gentleman or something. And me too, I never wanted to bother him. To a point, and I have to because in Nigeria they have to bring out the casket, the dead
yeah,
body in the casket, they put it on the table. The people know this is the dead body. You can go
yeah,
there to watch, open the
the
casket.
line is safe,
You
that
see?
kind of stuff.
But that was the first time, so I was surprised, and have to ask my friend that. So where's the dead body? Then my man told me that look at the dead body
I
here.
imagine the shock on your face when you were told that
I was shocked. I'm like,
all this
in fact,
while.
I've vomited all week, eating close to the dead body unknowingly. So
Yes, I understand
so
it's a very big
that is it.
cultural difference.
I have never seen this before. So that's just it. That's
Okay,
just
so
it.
moving from, what's your favorite Ghanaian celebration or festival?
This one they call Okunwo or something like that. But
Homo War.
Homo War, something like because that one why I love that one. Although there's a lot of celebration
Yes,
this thing
yes, yes,
in
yes,
Ghana, but
yes.
the reason why I love this one is during this festival period,
Mm-hmm.
during this celebration, they don't play music.
Yes.
Everyone is so quiet. Muslims are not allowed to shout their prayers in the morning, like 5 a.m. to wake you up.
Mm-hmm.
Christians are not allowed to play their band, their usual band on
Yeah, yeah.
Sunday. There's no music in bars. All this thing, even your own home, if you want to play music, you have to put it on the lowest level that you can listen. You don't put it loud to disturb your neighbor.
Everybody.
You see, so that's at the period of this celebration, everywhere
Celebration.
is so quiet that you don't have enough time to think or relax.
So I understand why that's
So
your.
that's why I choose this very particular
But you
one.
know that
Yeah,
there's just something about everywhere being quiet. But then again, I understand that that's your own preference.
that's what I want.
So
Because I like quiet
let's.
environment. Yeah, I love that.
So you've been in Ghana for how many years or months?
I've been in Ghana for like checking. I think I came to first time I came to Ghana. That was 2019.
29.
Yeah, but I've been off and on. I'll go to Nigeria, come
Come
back
back,
to
go to
Ghana.
Nigeria.
Yeah. So, but my first time in Ghana, 2019.
So in this, period of time, have you been able to learn any of the Ghanaian languages?
I try to because first of all, I stay at Water region, so
Okay.
I understand the airway.
Yeah.
And being Accra here too, I try to listen to the Ghana, the tree, but it's just a bit because I don't really have the time. Full grown up man like me looking for
So
money.
okay. So in other words, if you were spoken to, you would understand.
Definitely, but I can reply you in English. Yeah, that's the only thing I do because I don't have the time. So I can, but anything you speak in anywhere, in tree, in Ghana,
You would
I understand.
understand.
But I
Okay.
can reply you in English. That's the
Oh,
only thing I do.
okay. So let's
Yeah,
move on. So we talked about cultural difference where you talked about the
the
funeral.
funeral. Yeah,
So moving into the cultural, difference here in Ghana and Nigeria, how have you been able to, incorporate it into your daily life?
and you know, different people with different background with different cultures.
Yes,
Yeah, so the only thing that I do is being in Ghana here, I've looked into their culture and I just try to avoid some kind of certain things they don't like.
yeah,
Yeah, and I try to respect their culture.
that's good.
No matter what, maybe it might go against me, but for the fact I'm in Ghana, I respect it. I just go ahead and do it.
Yes,
Yeah, that's just it. So that I
you're
don't
on the same
offend anybody.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is
Okay.
just it. Mm.
So, what motivated you to come to Ghana, and what has been your biggest challenge so far?
The motivation was this when I was in Nigeria, I was hearing about Ghana. In Nigeria, Ghana is the best. They have light 24 hours. They don't take light
That's
in
the
Ghana.
story that is sold to
You
every
see?
Nigerian.
Yeah, so no matter what, but back in Nigeria, like
We know
one,
the
two, three,
issue.
there's light out, small rain, light out, one small bed sit on the cable, light out. So, but when I heard about this, that there's constant light in Ghana, I said, what kind of country is that?
You'd want
Because,
to see for yourself.
yeah, since I was born in Nigeria, every minute lighter, 3 months lighter. So I said, no, I must come to Ghana. And that was what motivated me coming to Ghana. And
Okay.
then coming to Ghana, yeah, you talk about the life
The
experience, like,
no,
oh,
so I said what motivated you coming to Ghana,
yeah.
and what's been your biggest challenge
My
so far?
yeah, my biggest challenge,
Yeah,
let me not lie though, is the food as a Nigerian. My biggest challenge is the food
it's
as
the
a
food.
Nigerian.
Yes,
Number one. Then number two, the cost of living in Ghana is high. That is just the truth. Because
yes,
back there in Nigeria, they told me about the light, constant light issue. Nobody
yes.
ever told me
Told you
that
about the
the expenses,
economy.
yeah, the expenses of the light, number one, and the economy, nobody ever told me about that. I come to realize that staying in Ghana, this constant light in a month,
It's not free.
like I said, because I did not carry my light bills here with me. You understand that in a month, I'm spending over 3,000 Ghana cedis for light, which is about 300,000 naira. And nobody does it in Nigeria, no matter the place
It's
you're living.
absurd.
You see,
It's never
so
heard of.
now the food again is a challenge to me. And then we come to talk about that one in Ghana. When you live in Ghana, everything you use, you pay,
Yeah,
and everything is available.
it's like pay as you go.
As you go, you pay for light, you pay
Pay
for
for
water,
water.
you pay for food, you pay for transportation.
You pay for
Everything you do,
to
you pay
dislodge
tax.
everything.
Everything you do, you pay. If you want to go into business, you must register with well-approved certificate. No,
Now, don't
that's
you
the challenge.
think it's a challenge? But don't you
Yeah.
think, in a way, it makes the society stable?
Yeah, it makes the society stable. That
Yeah,
one, yes, I will agree with you. But at the same time, the economical wise is too much.
it's too much.
It's too much. And one of the craziest things I love above all those things, the security.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, the
yes.
security.
So
I
you
love that
see,
one very well because the security they are at your picking call. One
yes,
call, one they are there with you. They make sure you're all right.
yes.
So we must have that one. Sometimes I understand, and that's why sometimes I don't take it personal because definitely you
In
must have
as
the
much as
good.
you're spending this
Yes,
much
and you say
here,
having advantage.
but your life, your properties, they are all in good hands.
So
So,
so sometimes I don't really think
it,
about, but as a human being, I feel it
oh,
sometimes. Yeah,
definitely you
yeah.
should.
So that's just
Most
it.
especially
Mm.
coming from a place like Nigeria where you are not seeing life every other day, but then again, you know that, let's take for instance, cost of food is
Yeah.
affordable. But can we say that the cost of food in Nigeria now, as at now, is affordable? Isn't it almost the same with what is obtainable here in Ghana?
Not really because the last time I even traveled to Nigeria, no matter how they say things are expensive in
Expensive.
Nigeria now,
It's still far better than
I
here.
went. Okay, let me just give a brief story about this. Like, I went to Lagos, so I wanted to eat. I went to buy something. Like when I go to buy some things, they give me. I was hungry. I said, let me go and eat food.
Okay.
So I went there. I asked them, and she said she was having white rice with pepper soup.
White rice and pepper soup.
Yes, catfish pepper
Pepper
soup
soup.
precisely. So now I said, okay, fine. She should give me. She now said she have the tail, the middle, and the head, and I love it. Yeah. So I now say she should give me the white rice and the head, but the rice should be small, but I prefer the head, the biggest one.
Yeah.
So after eating everything, I was like checking, they would give me like 10,000 naira. Guess what? You
How?
know when I asked the woman how much is her money, she said her money is 1,700 naira, which is about 18 Ghana cedis.
Okay. And this was what year?
This is 2022.
No, but you know that as of 2022,
Yeah.
things were not as bad as
Even
they
now,
are
even
right
as of
now.
that 2022, I ate that here in Ghana at the rate of 70 cedis. You
Now,
see,
70 cities in Nigeria
which is 7,000 naira. And with the standing current rate right now, 10 for 10, 10 cities for 1,000 naira. You see, so the difference is there.
the
There is a
difference is
bit,
quite,
you understand? So
it's
that's it.
so open for you
It's
to.
so open.
Okay. So let's move to the next question, which will be, what's the most significant adjustment that you have had to make since coming to Ghana?
Number one,
When you say number one, that means
I
the
have like two.
least.
I know I have like two or three, sha, but let me
Yeah.
just say
Okay.
number
One.
one, avoiding women.
Why? I,
Because
you make it sound as if women are a
oh no no
kind
no
of.
oh no.
Let
No,
me see it.
okay, let me say number one, avoiding women because in this country I've seen a lot of people that have gone to jail.
Just saying hi or hello to women,
Maybe sometimes a being friend and maybe the lady visit you in the house.
and then
And
what
sometimes at the
happens?
end of the day there's allegation that you try to rape or you rape her. You know, in Nigeria such things we don't find it commonly like this.
Can I cut you there?
Okay.
You see, I want to believe that the problem most men, I might be wrong, have.
Yeah.
If a woman visits you in a house and of course you're trying to get frisky with her and she says no, don't you think that you should take her no for no?
Yeah, sometimes you don't even make attempt at all.
So why would she accuse
Because
you
if there is setup, sometimes they just hate you for no reason. And moreover, the truth is this: you being a foreigner staying in Ghana is difficult.
in
So that's
what
what.
ways?
Okay, number one, thank you. And not even in Ghana. So let it not be as if maybe I'm hating Ghana or something, but
Okay.
all over. But when you move from your country or your town to another town or another environment, there are people living there before you.
Mhm.
Now, maybe unfortunately, like you come there, God is blessing you. You're making money. Somebody that has been there for over 20 years, 30 years, he was born and brought up there. He's still struggling. You're just there for like 5 months
As a Nigerian,
as a Nigerian. Then you are able to buy a house, buy a car. The hatred is always there.
now you see, most times when people say I am being hated, I am being targeted. And I want to use this case in reference to Nigeria. I am a Nigerian, okay? I don't really, fancy when people say I am hated. Nobody hates you for no reason.
Of course.
Nobody. So if Nigerians come here to Ghana and they say the Ghanaians are witch hunting them, the Ghanaians are hating them, has it ever occurred to you that perhaps there might just be one thing that you are doing?
That they don't like.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. Like, there's a lot of things in this question now.
Yeah.
One, sometimes why they hate the foreigner is this because some of them is their character. Nobody's like me, and I'm not like everybody.
No, definitely.
You understand? But the people around me, the things I see within the people around me, then I try to understand. Because sometimes they might even go to some places, you spend money, but they say that Nigerians like to show themselves. You only feel you want to
They
show
say
that
we
you're
are
big.
very loud.
You understand? You're loud. You understand? That one you understand. So to me, I just take it like you're targeting me. It's hatred. But when a fellow Nigerian do something wrong and you attack the person, I will support you. Yeah, because when I see it is wrong, it's
What
not
is
about
wrong is always
you understand.
wrong.
It's not about the person. It's my country person. You understand?
Okay.
So when the person do something wrong, but in this case, I've been seeing such things like this every time. Yeah, you want to be like, you want to show that this is you. Everywhere they go, Nigeria, you understand? So that one, to me, I
Okay.
feel I'm targeted, and that is just it. And secondly, that's why I avoid friends too. That's why I say
So
women and friends.
women are friends.
Friends, you just have to avoid
So
it.
you're a man of few friends
Few,
or no friends.
no friends at all. That is just it.
So one question I should ask is,
Okay.
are you married or single?
I am married.
You're married.
Yeah.
Is she here with you in Ghana?
No, she's in Nigeria.
She's in any plans of bringing her?
Not yet. Initially, I wanted to bring her to come and stay here with me in Ghana, but checking at the cost of living in Ghana, a man with wife and children, definitely no. That's me. At the end of the day, all the money I'll be making, I'll be spending it on peace.
That's another topic for another
Yeah,
day.
so sure.
Another topic. Because
Yeah.
there's so many things that are involved with you bringing your family here.
Yes, of course. The expenditures that is too much. It's too
Okay,
much.
so now let's move on to another question.
Mm.
If you had a friend that wanted to come to Ghana, in Nigeria,
Yeah,
or
of course.
maybe any other country,
Yes, of course.
what advice would you give to that friend?
Definitely, Ghana is a good country. It's a very beautiful country.
It is, yeah.
Yes, and economically, the economy is doing well,
Yeah.
right? But then the economically spending, that's where we have the problem right now. So I can only advise if you want to come to Ghana, you're free to come. You can come to Ghana.
The doors are open.
The doors are open, right? But because in Ghana, it's very easy for you to make money, and it's very easy for you to spend the money. Yes.
Easy come, easy go.
That is just it. Because a day you can be able to get like 1,000 Ghana cedis, which is about 100,000 naira currently. But at the same day, if you are not careful, you will spend up to 80,000 naira, which is 100 Ghana cedis. That same day. You see, in Nigeria, you can take 5,000 naira to get a pot of soup, but in Ghana, you can't try it.
A kilo of chicken goes for about how much?
About 50 something cedis, which is about 5,000 something naira.
And when you cut it
And
into
it cannot
pieces,
last you from morning to evening.
because you
Except
might
you're
be
alone.
using that kilo for soup and stew.
That's why, except you're alone.
A family man.
Except you're alone. But if you're a family man, you can't buy 1 kilo. They don't give you birth to you. You can't do it.
Okay, so if you were to advise that friend,
Come,
Ghana
but
is open, come.
yeah, but mind the expenditure. It's not every beautiful thing you see in Ghana you try to purchase or you want to.
You will learn.
You will like very dark minded, very hard way.
You will learn.
So if you know that you're coming to hustle, maintain your standard, cut your clothes according to your size. It's not that you see say my neighbor is
I don't think it's your size anymore.
You understand?
It's according to your material.
I want to say you see.
Because you can have a big size and your material is.
It's small. How are you going to fit in?
So you
when
cut
they
it out.
tell finish sewing it.
So if you want to sew a trouser and your material can give you a trouser, you sew a knicker.
That's it. So you can come. You're free to come. It's an easy going country.
Yeah, okay.
And if you maintain your standard, you'll be lovable. Everybody will love you.
Yeah.
That is it.
Okay.
So.
One of the questions I asked you, you said you've not been able to, get used to the Ghanaian food. But that doesn't mean that you might not have a favorite among.
Oh, definitely, sure, I have.
So what's that favorite Ghanaian dish?
I can eat with enough shito
That's the
from
spice.
Monday to Sunday.
Shito is the top.
I don't get tired of that.
Shito is the deal. Actually,
I love
Shito
it.
made me fall in love.
Yeah, I love it. And up to date. Oh yeah.
Shito made me fall in love with wache. Shito made me fall in love with the fried rice. The fried rice is actually different from ours.
Yeah, of course.
In preparation and in everything. So, but the shitter on top of it just makes the difference.
No, in terms of dishes, Ghana tried though. But just that because I'm not a Ghanaian, so like
Yeah,
some of the food, the dishes it
you're not
doesn't go that
alone.
well with me.
You're not
But
alone.
yeah, because like the fried rice don't talk about now. When I came to Ghana, in fact, when I was in Nigeria, I understand something that we have green rice and fried rice. So when
Yeah.
I come to Ghana, I wanted to buy rice. I said I want fried rice. They went to give me rice. I said no, this
This
is
is
not the
not
fried
fried
rice
rice.
because in Nigeria we know the green rice. That's the whole. But this one it was just normal rice. Was kind of like fried with granite. I don't know. Say no. This they are not saying no. When I was describing it, they now told me that that is green rice. It's not fried rice. You understand?
That's one of the cultural
You understand? Yeah.
differences.
So I understand that I learned. So anytime. So but
So,
the shit. So that shit. That watch and
watch
shit.
here
So
the
that one
shitter.
is the best. I don't joke with it. I love
Okay.
it. I still love
So
it to death.
obviously you don't cook it.
Oh no, no, I don't know how to cook it. I don't know how to prepare
Do
it.
you even
I
cook?
wanted to learn it. No, I cook properly. I cook normal.
You cook a lot of Nigerian dishes.
Yeah, yeah. But the Ghanaian like the Banku, I can't prepare it. But the light soup now I can do the light soup. But
Okay.
the kenke, the I can't do those ones. But
The fufu,
it's
the
difficult. I
rice
can't do the
balls.
one this one we call a bolo. They will even put sugar in it. A bolo.
What's it made
You
of?
can use it and eat with soup. It's just still like swallow.
What's it made out of?
Corn with
Corn.
sugar, something like that. Yeah, like those one I can't
So
prepare
it's
it.
like porridge or
No, they'll not do it like in Nigeria we call agidi. But that is
okay.
more stronger than
Agidi.
agidi, yeah. So that is just it. So even I started learning the watch it, but the stress is too much. So
Okay.
yeah, so I don't cook
So
it.
let's move over to our next question.
Okay.
On the UNESCO World Heritage site, it says that Ghana does have a lot of, monumental attractions here in it.
Yeah.
And again, Ghana, if you look around, you see that there are a lot of foreigners here.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of
And
course.
that's one of the reasons it will be because of this, natural attractions here. And Ghana has opened its doors to, a lot of foreigners.
Yeah.
You've been here, you say, since
Like
2019, in and out,
of
in and
course,
out.
yeah.
What's that one attraction site here in Ghana that keeps you, up to date with it?
Yeah, I've been to few though, but this very particular one that I love. I love this very particular one at
Ouija.
Ouija, yeah, Bawazero. So when you go to Bawazero, and I don't know the people living in Ghana here and around the American house.
Okay.
Yeah, when you go to the hill, and especially in the night, I
At
love
night.
the view. Yeah, I love the view.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I can drop the picture for you as well,
Sure,
so that
sure, sure.
you can see the view in the night because of the light everywhere. In the night, it's very beautiful because I spent like 5 hours on the hill in the night.
Wow, it must have been
Yeah,
breathtaking.
there was my drink was there, my phone was there charged, and there was a little bed for me to lie on, looking at a very beautiful view. Because when you stand on the hill,
Yeah.
you'll be looking at Accra in the night, a very beautiful city. In a sense, so I love it, and I love lights a lot, and
Yeah.
so that makes me fall in love with that view. Yeah, so
Oh,
at
okay.
Bawe Zero.
So, what's the most memorable experience that you've had in Ghana?
The one I had was that one there. It will shock you, though, but
We are
the,
open to
yeah,
anything.
the memorable one. It's not even about the memorable one that happened that I love so much in Ghana was when a bullion van had an accident. Yeah, of course. You're shocked,
I
right?
am.
Of course. When a bullion man had an accident, could you imagine the citizen came around? We are helping the police to pick money and gather that money back into the bullion van.
Handed it over to them.
I'm telling you that
What do you say about a country that?
it was a bad experience because that can never happen in my
Oh,
country.
definitely not. You know that.
The area boss will even kill the police first. So to me, it's a memorable thing, like a memorable experience because I've never seen something like this
That
before.
speaks volume of
Yeah,
Ghana.
I've never
That
seen
speaks
something like this
volume of
before.
Ghana because
So
despite the fact that the poverty level is still high,
yeah,
there is still a level of decorum in the
of
society.
course,
For
yeah.
something of this nature to happen and people are not moved to,
It was
Absurd.
right before me, and as of then, it was 50-50 cedis note that was the highest currency in Ghana, and all the currency, all the money was 50-50 cedis notes,
And people help
and nobody was moved to even
to
take one and
and
run.
run away.
Lord Jesus.
Like I said, it speaks volume of
That's what
Ghana.
to
It speaks
me,
volume of
it's a
Ghana.
beautiful memory. Like I can't forget.
Oh my
I love
goodness.
it. I can't forget.
I've never really heard something like this. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, it happened right before me. I saw it. Nobody told me.
so how do you compare living here in Ghana and living in Nigeria? How do you compare the pace?
You know, everybody must have advantage and disadvantage, though.
There, yeah.
Yeah, living in Ghana is good, though. Living in Ghana is good, but it's expensive. Yeah, living in Nigeria is difficult, but it's cheap.
Can you see the contrast?
So that's just it. That's just it because this is a country where you call the fire service, they are your baking call. Where you call the police, they are your baking call. When there's a armed robbery going on within this area, there's a traffic light everywhere with cameras, CCTV cameras that can track the vehicle. Before you know the vehicle is heading to Accra, before you know there will be communication. So vehicle like so color like this with numbers like this. Please monitor. Before you know there's a camera footage. But in Nigeria, for even in the next 10 years, the vehicle is gone.
Hmm.
Because it's like maybe they don't like spending money on security. I don't even understand. So they are just two different things here.
Yeah, I feel in a way
Yeah.
the I used to say Ghanaians are, I won't use the word carefree, I won't say they are laid back, but Ghanaians are not in a hurry like Nigerians.
Oh no, of
They
course.
are
No, no,
not.
no, no. They are not in a hurry.
And somebody coming from a country like Nigeria to Ghana, you can't but notice that there's a wide, gap in our way of living and the way of living here in
Of
Ghana.
course, of course, of
Do you plan to be in Ghana for a long while or plan to explore other African
course.
countries?
Nice question. I like this one. Although I love Ghana, right? I love Ghana, but at the same time, I'm not having plans to stay here permanently. The more reason why I didn't bring my family here.
You don't want to be based
Yeah,
here.
I don't want to be at any time I can leave Ghana, right? Yeah, but and at the same time, leaving Ghana, I don't really think or wish to be going to any African country. I'd rather just go back to Nigeria. Yeah, because I understand Nigeria is beautiful, it's good, but the problem is that the stress in the country.
Yeah.
But once you have everything, you just live like you're living in a different country. That's just it. When you have everything at your beck and call in Nigeria, it's like you're living in a different country. You just live different from other people. That's just it.
But you know that if I were to compare Nigeria and Ghana, it looks like in Nigeria you get to provide basically everything for yourself.
Of course.
We talked about the light here, the
Yes,
24
yes,
hours
of
light
course.
here.
Of course.
I think we talked about the water supply
Of course,
here.
yeah.
In Nigeria, you get to see that you have to provide your water for yourself.
Yeah.
We have electricity in Nigeria, but you have to, get fuel to run your
Right,
generator.
yeah, of course.
For water, I do not know. I can't say for a fact how many houses are connected to
Government water.
that is if it does exist any longer in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in a place where we had government water in the early 90s, but I can't say for a fact if it's still in
No, if it is
existence.
still there. Yeah.
But growing up after the 90s into the early 2000s, we had, a borehole in the house. You provide that for yourself.
Yeah, in Nigeria, currently now, the situation of Nigeria right now, that's what I said, if you have everything, it will be like you're living in a different country, you're not in Nigeria, because now as it is right now, you need to build your house, have your own borehole drill there, so that you can have water at any time. And the advantage between Ghana and Nigeria is that their borehole, you cannot be buying a purifying machine that you want to filter, you want to separate the salt from the water, because the water naturally is good. You see, so the expenditure is not like in Ghana, because in
Yeah.
Ghana, maybe you be digging borehole like 18,000 Ghana cedis, which is about 1.8 million. You will buy purifying machine about 40 something thousand Ghana cedis, which is like 4 point something million. But in Nigeria, you can use like 1.5 million, which is
But that is
15,000.
why the government
Yeah.
is
So,
providing all of this.
yeah, but at the same time, the water, even in Ghana here, the water is not in every community.
But
You see?
if we were to put down about 10 communities, 9.5 will
Yeah,
have
we'll
it.
get it, but at least the little one that did not have will still be suffering it. But if I have my money now, I can use 15,000 Ghana cedis, which is 1.5 million. Dig borehole with a natural water, and it will have, I'll have it running in my house.
That's
You understand?
true.
And then the fuel, once the money is there, I can buy fuel.
But you're paying tax
No,
for the government to give you all of this
no, you
and
know,
not
say in
more.
Ghana, that's another thing because all these things, that's why I say everything is money. As far as everything what you enjoy in Ghana. But in Nigeria, I don't think I'll be better for all of these things.
Anyways, this
Yes,
video
you
is
see?
not about Nigeria. Let it not be that we are trying, or I am trying to castigate
No, there's
Nigeria.
the advantage and disadvantage in both ways, though.
Yeah,
But
Ghana has its
the highest
advantages.
volume,
It
yeah.
does have its
Despite the
disadvantages.
most expensive lifestyle in Ghana,
Mm.
Ghana still have the advantage because you spend and you see the results.
Yes, which is what we want.
Yeah, unlike maybe in Nigeria, you spend, you don't get the results. Then you have
Mm.
to use your own personal money again to run results.
Which
You
is
want security, you have to go and pay. You have to go and hire maybe mobile police or normal police come and be your bodyguard in your house. Then you be pay, you be
does
searched
it
every
even
month.
make
But in
sense?
Ghana, it's difficult. I've not been seeing people except government officials using private police as their bodyguard. So,
If we were to talk about
yeah,
comparison between Nigeria and Ghana, this video will not end because
yeah, sure, definitely.
if I were to
There's
talk
a lot.
about
There's
if
a
I were
lot.
to talk about fuel, this video will not go. But then that's not, like I said, it's not video for today. So
Okay.
let's move on.
Okay.
What's that, most exciting thing that you look forward to in Ghana anytime that you are back home in Nigeria? And I know that back home in Nigeria you're with your family. But what is that one thing that you always look forward to in Ghana?
Nothing more. The only thing that brought me to Ghana.
To come and
Yes.
enjoy.
No, you get it wrong.
Which
To
is
make money. To get money.
well, okay, you said it. You said it that it's easy to make money
In Ghana.
in Ghana.
Yeah, so that's just the most exciting. Apart from that one, yeah. I'm okay with that. That's
Okay.
all. Mm.
Nigeria does have a lot of beautiful architectural designs.
Yeah,
There are places you would go in Abuja, Lagos, you would see buildings that will, wow.
yeah.
Can you say the same thing for Ghana?
Yeah, Ghana still have a lot. Ghana try, but to be honest with my opinion,
Yeah,
Nigeria is still way ahead of Ghana.
in architectural design.
Yeah, I'm still way ahead of Ghana. But Ghana tried though. That not as if that they have tried and they have good plans.
Yeah,
In Nigeria, but Nigeria is still way ahead of them in terms of at architectural
architectural
design.
design.
So now Nigeria is still way ahead. Sure.
So we've gotten to the last but not the least question, and that will be, what do you think is the biggest difference between Nigeria and Ghana?
Mm, the biggest difference.
Yes,
Two
yeah.
rival countries, brothers are
I
fighting.
say Nigeria and Ghana are
The
brothers.
biggest
They are sisters, depending on
difference.
how you look at it.
Oh,
Nigeria and Ghana, we do have this kind of love. We fight, we reconcile, we argue, we cry, we hug.
the biggest difference
Yeah.
between Ghana and Nigeria. The only time I'll just talk about it that Nigeria is bigger than Ghana on a landmass scale. That's just the
And
biggest
that's just
difference.
it.
That's just the biggest difference.
Yeah.
But the lifestyle and every other thing, they are two brothers, don't forget. Now, 5 and 6, they fight, they settle. They have one lifestyle, both in political, musical, movie, everything.
Everything.
Yeah, they're going to say, but on that
Just the
landmass
landmass.
scale,
That's the
Nigeria,
only.
that's just the difference. Nigeria is bigger. Nigeria
So,
is bigger.
so thank you, Mr. Henry, for
Thank you so much.
giving me this opportunity to ask, and get to know your fascinating, experiences here in Ghana.
Mhm.
So, guys, we've come to the end of the video. But before we go, Mr. Henry here does have a YouTube channel, and I am going to leave the name on the screen. It's
Yeah, on YouTube it's Usha Bahari. So on Facebook Usha TV, and then on TikTok Usha TV.
so, guys, I would leave it on the screen scrolling. Please do go and subscribe to his channel. Turn on your post notification for every video that he does drop. And guys, thank you for staying tuned to this beautiful video we had. I'll see you another day, but don't forget that you can subscribe to Obinje O Talk, and I will see you another day. Bye.
All right, bye.